Meralco versus Terra Firma, and grabe yung simula ni Mark Nonoy. 9 straight points para sa Jeep. First is an end one play from the fast break, and then he made a back-to-back 3-point shot. 9-0 courtesy of one man, and kaya bang ma-maintain ng full game yung ganitong action for the Jeep. For Meralco naman, they didn't panic kahit ganun agad yung score. Syempre, may championship composure na yan, and pumunta lang sila kung saan sila malakas, which yung attack the lane. Halos lahat ng players nila is ganun yung strength. CJ Cancino, Chris Newsome, hindi sila yung pukul lang ng pukul sa labas, yung tipong nagpa-panic mode niya dahil lang lamang yung Terra Firma. Ang nangyari pa nga is mas humigpit pa yung defense ng Meralco and lamang pa after 24-16. In the second period, mas naging balance yung point of attack ng Meralco. Syempre, they prioritize pa rin yung paint touches, pero meron silang Kurt Rayson and Alain Maliksi na pumasok to provide the scoring from the outside. Kaya mas lalong lumaki yung court for Meralco and mas naging weak yung defense ng Terra Firma. Tsaka sa quarter na to is binaon na rin ng Meralco yung Jeep. Kumbaga first half pa lang is alam nating or masasabi nating it's over na. Grabe talaga yung conference ni CJ Cancino as he continue his surge. Consistent yung performance and has a case for the best player of the conference, and we need to talk about it. Kung maganda nga lang yung record ng Phoenix, tatlo sila sa conversation with Juan and Richie. All UP boys no? Natapos ang laro 120-87, CJ Cancino with 20 points and 8 rebounds, Mark Nonoy with 22 points, which hindi naging enough para sa Terra Firma, and mukhang masisecure ng Ginebra yung first pick next draft if patuloy yung ganitong performance ng Terra Firma, which looking at the roster and yung current look, wala talagang sense of urgency na mag-compete. Ginebra versus Blackwater, and what a start for the bossing. Nag-rely sila sa kanilang backcourt with Cedric Barefield and Dolph Panofio, and we can see na the talent is really there kasi all of their points coming from their own creation, and walang answer yung Ginebra to stop these two. Kaya napa-early timeout si Coach Tim. Then after that timeout, Jeremiah got his touches and read them from the outside, and Ginebra went sa kanilang mga post plays kasi dun nga sila may advantage, and it paid off naman. Which Japet Aguilar made this one kahit si Scottie Thompson pinapostihan si Panopio to expose Blackwater, and a pretty opening period for both teams. In the second quarter, a surprise from Coach Tim as he uses his bench unit, tsaka sabay silang lahat sa loob. RJ playing the 6-man role for Ginebra, Jason David is there, Sonny Steele, Ralph Koo, and Norbert Torres, which yung lima did not disappoint. Jason David took the opportunity to attack, tsaka tumaas rin yung confidence niya, not scared sa closeouts, tapos nung nag-stumble, merong reload from the other side of the corner for the 3-point shot. Kahit si Koo at si Steele made their mark sa first 5 minutes ng second period. And just like that, parang nahawa yung buong squad. Kahit sino yung tumirada sa labas is pumapasok. Troy Rosario uminit rin, hitting back-to-back 3-point shots. Kahit si Scottie Thompson na gun shy from the outside joins the party. 63-42 at the half. In the second half, patuloy yung Ginebra and mas naging malaya sila on their offense. Yes, nagsiset sila pero nagmimix yung self-creation ng mga players, which naging maganda para kay Jeremiah Gray and mas lalo na kay RJ Abarientos, who thrives in this kind of situations. Hanggang sa wala nang naging sagot yung Blackwater, maaga ding na-dispatch yung bench to end this game. Panalo ang Ginebra 103-85. RJ Abarientos with 15, pero yung 12 points ni Jeremiah Gray is for me yung naging timely ones. First is yung para makabalik sila sa laro, and the other stretch is to seal the deal. Jason David also added 12 points na naging spark for Ginebra.